y'all, welcome back to Cooking and Quiet. It is Taco Tuesday in our household and we are going to be making some gourmet, delicious nachos for you. Today, we'll be using ground turkey, and which is 85-15, so that means it's 85% protein, 15% fat. I believe that's how it works out. Don't quote me, but I think that's right. And they're going to be using some beef chorizo. And that's going to take it up the next level. We're also going to be doing some homemade tortilla chips. The ones that are packaged are often a little bit too salty for me, so I can't really have those. So I do like to opt to make my own. And then we're going to do a gourmet nacho cheese sauce. Show you how to spice that up to give you that perfect nacho. I've honestly been craving Taco Bell for about 3 weeks now. So it's like this is the perfect time to go ahead and get my Taco Bell on. So we're gonna start by browning our meat. We're gonna put just a little bit of olive fluid, a little bit of vegetable oil in the pan, and we're gonna let the oil hang out on the counter because we will be using that later on to fry our chips. Also got some goodies. I have some jalapeños, and I don't know if y'all seen the video, but I have a jalapeno. I have some extra sweet corn, and I also have some black beans just to give my nachos a little bit more oomph. And this is coming soon. This is the Dante's homemade taco seasoning blend. Again, it is coming soon. I expect to have that out by the spring. So sometime in March-ish, I plan on having that available for purchase. Right now we're still in the testing phases, but so far it's pretty good. Pretty good. So as our oil heats up, we'll go ahead and put in the meat so it can brown, but we don't want to put it in prematurely. Right now it's not hot enough. Since we got some time on our hands, let's go ahead and move our meat over and address our tortillas. What I'm grabbing right now is just a piece of parchment paper. I found these at Dollar Tree. You can use these for patties, different baked goods and whatnot. So I find them very useful when I'm cutting up tortillas. Can you see me? Okay. I don't look up. You gotta respond. So this should be enough chips. Should be the perfect amount. Gonna take our, it's almost there, handy dandy knife. Give it a rinse. And we're just gonna cut our tortilla. And when you're cutting them, imagine that these are going to be chips. So cut them how a chip should be cut. So we cut it in half. Now, this is a good chip. It's a good chip. Think I should keep it that size or cut it one more? Come on. Audience, you supposed to help. Thank you. Interactive audience. I love it. And so that way, I love the fact that he told me to cut them again, because guess what? It's the same amount of chips, but when you cut them again, it makes you feel like you got more food than you really have. So we're gonna cut those up and place those to the side for frying in a few. Keep cutting. Our oil is heating up nicely. I cut that one so ugly because I'm trying to look over at the grease. That's okay though. They're still gonna get eaten. You can also do these in the air fryer. But like I said, I've been craving Taco Bell. So, you know, Taco Bell, they fry their chips. So we're gonna fry ours today. And it's early in the week. You still have time to be forgiven with your workout regimen and whatnot. So you do some extra cardio and we just pretend like we didn't have these nachos. Pan is nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And yes, I'm using my hands. Y'all know my policy. We gonna wash them. We just gonna wash them. Make sure you get all of that meat out of the container. Probably like, well, why she washing her hands? She still got more meat to open. Cause I want to hear y'all mouth. Y'all gonna be talking about me like, oh, she dirty. She not washing her hands when she touch meat. So, just gonna make sure that we just wash them. Bless you. If you are new to my show, Cooking Ain't Quiet. Cooking will never be quiet because you will always hear something going on in the background. And honey, that's okay. Cause who cooking while it's silent? I don't know who. But I did find this beef chorizo. We don't eat a lot of pork in our house at all. So I found this beef chorizo at our local neighborhood Walmart. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was less than $3. We'll take a little bit of our Dante's taco seasoning. And we're gonna put in 1 teaspoon. So that's half. We'll put in another half. And that should be plenty. You don't wanna put too much salt because you have to remember that cheese has salt. The nacho cheese itself has salt. And the chorizo has salt. So it's a lot of different salt elements going on that we don't want to over salt our nachos. Nothing worse than some crispy chips and you biting into it and everything's tasting good and then you got some salty meat. It's like, totally defeats the purpose of those nachos. And I think our wooden spatula might be better for this. And right now I have it, I'm gonna put the temperature up high so that it can start to cook a little bit faster. And as that is going, I'm going to add my nacho cheese sauce to my sauce pot. Okay. That's cool. It didn't have to come out. And this is definitely takes me back to movie theater. Y'all know that movie theater cheese used to be so good. This can was about $3 and change. You can find it at Winn-Dixie, Walmart, and Publix. And that chorizo has so much fat in it. Oh my God. It smells really good. And we're gonna turn our oven on to 375. Smells nice. It has like that spicy cumin, garlicky smell. That's gonna be so good. And you can opt to do the chorizo on its own, but it's a little too fatty for us. So I did opt to do it with a leaner meat like the 85-15 ground turkey. Just gonna continue letting this cook. And I'm gonna take that jalapeno gonna cut it. We don't need any more of these. And just opening up that jalapeno and having that cheese next to it, it literally smells like the movie theater. Oh my God. I'm gonna take out some of these seeds because it's gonna be real hot and spooky if I don't. My nose already starting to tingle. So we took half of that jalapeno. I'm gonna do a nice little rough chop and place that in this pot. And let that begin to heat up on our back eye. I'm gonna put that on about 6. And while the cheese is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my vegetable oil so that we can start frying the chips. And I'm actually gonna turn this eye on. I'm gonna wait until our meat has fully cooked. Because we want to keep everything fresh and crispy and delicious. The meat can cool down, like it's perfectly fine. Doesn't have to be scorching hot when we're putting it over our nachos, especially since there is a baking component for it. Can you guys see how much fat came out of that chorizo? My God. It smells really good. And it's like, this also reminds me of Taco Bell. See that rich red color? And then you always have that meaty sauce when you order the Nacho Bel Grande. Ooh, my Lord. It's gonna be a Dante Bel Grande. I'm so excited. I'm not even putting any lettuce today. I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna do some fresh chopped tomatoes really quickly. But honestly, I don't even need all that. And I do have some fresh cilantro, so that is one of the fresh aspects for our nachos. But this looks so good. We'll go ahead and turn the heat off. And it looks like all of our meat has browned nicely. I'm not seeing any like grayish, pinkish looking pieces going on. Oh, that looks so good. So, I'm actually going to, I feel like I want to move it. But I want to move it. It creates so much good juice. What do I want to do? Yeah, I'm just going to move it. I'm going to begin frying our tortilla chips. So I'm gonna put my oil in about medium, about six or so. And it usually takes a couple minutes to heat up. Takes a couple minutes. So this is the time to kind of like clean up a little bit. Be careful with the chorizo juice. It does splash a little bit. So just be mindful of that when you're cooking. You can start putting away some of your seasonings. Put your tortillas up because you finished using those. We done with the oil. So this is that time that you're just trying to like straighten up, get up, put everything back where it was supposed to be. So that by the time you're ready to eat dinner, everything's already in its place. You don't gotta do a really heavy cleanup once you're done eating. All right, let's check our cheese sauce. Yep, it's starting to boil. I hear the bubbles. Okay. Got that jalapeno-y taste to it. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. I like to add a little bit of Mexican cheese to it. And you could add just a touch of your taco seasoning to it as well. All of these ingredients will be listed down below. As always, that taco seasoning will be available sometime soon. Just want to show you how it looks. You see those green pieces? Those are pieces of the fresh jalapeno that we chopped up. You just let that chill out. Now, if you like a thinner consistency, you're more than welcome to add a little bit of water to it, and I may end up doing so because I want this to be a cheese sauce. It's a little thick right now. So if it doesn't thin out from heating up, we will add a little bit of water to that. Now, since I'm over my pot, I am going to cover it. And I've lowered the heat to my cheese to medium. Starting to feel good over here. What y'all think? What you think? I don't know. Let's see. I don't think it's ready. It's bubbling. Okay. Showtime. I promise you, homemade chips, so much better. So I'm not gonna overcrowd it. That should be good. Kind of just let them hang out, swim. And we'll turn them over once I start to see like some golden brown along those edges. Which feel looking good. I'm gonna add another one. Our oven is hot enough. Here is a 1/4 cup of water. Even though I spilled some of it, it's okay. It is okay. So I just want this thinned out a little bit. And let it come back to a boil and that thickens up. Chips are crispy on one side, so we flip them. You can do this in a deep fryer as well, way quicker. But everyone doesn't have a deep fryer, so I want to show y'all some things that I do make on the stove. And these chips are my favorite. Now normally I do fry my chips in a pan with some coconut oil, and it's a really shallow fry, and I keep them whole. And it's kind of like a tostada. It's so good, so good. And remember, coconut oil is a healthy fat, so look at that cheese popping. So this is the consistency I want. I want it like this. Cause the sauce, you know? I don't think nobody want thick cheese sauce on their nachos. I know I don't. What's your thoughts? How you like your cheese on your nachos? How you like your cheese on your nachos? Melted? Thick or loose?
In the middle.
In the middle? Okay. Interesting. Yep, that sauce is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that on low. Then we put our tray to drain our chips. I'm just gonna keep frying until we finish them all. And repeat. And just keep going. And my heat is still on medium. So with our chips that we have over there, we're gonna lightly salt them. Again, don't use too much salt. Ooh, they sound so good. I think I'm gonna try one. Nothing came out yet, I promise. And I'll just keep the salt over here, honestly. So this is how the chip looks. It's a chip. Let's see. Come on. Come on. That's a chip. That is a chip, y'all.
Definitely a chip.
Now, how you feel about those compared to the ones that be in the bag? Obviously, like I said, we can make them bigger next time. Mm-hmm. But I feel like these are perfect. You said what?
Yeah, these are good.
Yeah. Obviously, it's more work, but they're worth it. I've been craving nachos. I say I gotta do them right. I can't just be half-stepping on the nachos. Can't do that. No, no, no. But once our chips is done, then we done. Pretty much. We only have a little bit more things to do. So pretty much the rule for this, once you see them stop bubbling, like you see the bubbles start to get really, really low, they done. They done. You know, I love places that you could go to have fresh chips. Love it. Nothing like a good warm chip at that. And don't forget, when y'all frying, turn your eye on. Cause it do get real hot when you're frying stuff.
Is she telling me to turn down?
Subliminally. See, that's what I was telling you about. You will see them frying. When they frying like this, you know that they're not done cooking. You'll see. Just watch. Watch it. Mm-hmm. And they start to blister up when they're ready to turn over. So I've successfully turned all of them over. Now pay attention. Pay attention. Them bubbles starting to get slow. Over in here. They ain't bubbling how they was. Look at that. Honestly, they should stop selling tortilla chips in the bag. And just sell these. So you can make your own at home. Not having to put any extra additives in it to store it in a bag. You can make them fresh. Just takes you an extra 15 minutes or so. I hope these are enough chips for dinner. But I can eat all these by myself. We're almost done frying our chips. We can move this out the way. And what I'm going to do is show y'all how to do like a quick roasted corn or pan fried corn, however you want to do it. But we want to get some good char marks on it. Should be good. Flip, flip, flip. We got one more batch. I know, I was concentrating. I'm sorry, y'all. Hear that? That's what you're looking for. That sizzling sound. And just let that fry. Put a piece of jalapeno in there. Get that going. Let it fry. Stop bubbling. Let's move our chips over. You hear that? They sound like chips. And don't forget, we want those like little burnt marks on the corn, so don't be too alarmed. Oop, you see it? Starting to see it. So what I'm gonna do is turn the eye off. Starting to see that really good color on it. This is what we're looking for. You get like those Mexican bowls and stuff. You go to like a Tex-Mex place like Chili's and whatnot. Yeah, Chili's is considered Tex-Mex. Crazy, right? But you order from their little bowls and stuff, and they always come with those roasted corn. This is what they do to roast that corn. They ain't really roasted. So like pan seared. Can they see me? I'm trying to show y'all. This is what we're looking for. You can go darker. Perfectly fine. I'm gonna keep it on the eye. It's turned off though. Our last flip. And then it's time to build these bad boys. Okay, it's safe to turn the eye off. So we're gonna build our nachos at. So this is our last batch of chips. Listen, this is enough to feed 2 people. If you know that there's more than 2 of y'all, please, please, please make more. That bag of corn tortillas costs $1.49. So it's a very affordable thing to make. One gotta see the chips. You might have to make some more. I feel like we can eat all these right now. But as promised, we sprinkle a little bit of salt on those last few. A little of our cheese sauce. And let's build our nachos. Okay. Okay, so first things first, we need some chips. Just like that. Take some Sargento Mexican cheese. As long as it's Mexican cheese, you can use it. It don't have to be Sargento, honestly, truly. Depends on how hungry you are too when you are making your nachos. So if you're like moderately hungry, don't fix a big old bowl, a big old plate. Look at that. Nice meaty nachos. A little bit more meat on there. Because remember, this is Taco Bell inspired. Taco Bell inspired, okay? And I'm gonna add a little bit more cheese. Then we're gonna put this in the oven for like 2 minutes. And while that's baking, we can taste another chip. Ooh. Almost over, y'all. About to wrap it up. Bring it home. I told you I was gonna use these. I ain't gonna use them. I don't need to. We got our sour cream. We got some fresh cilantro. They're already washed and chopped. We got our salsa. Our salsa. Our queso. You hear that? Gonna be so good. Cheese start in the middle a little bit. That's what we want. Go in with our queso. So you take your queso, you could pour it over if you want to. And put that right on there. Depending on how much queso you like. That's how you do it. A little bit of your corn and jalapeno that you roasted and toasted. At this point, you could add some lettuce. You could do a dollop of sour cream. And we got some cilantro that we're gonna put in there. Make it really pretty. And that's it, y'all. That is it. A 30-minute meal, homemade nachos. Whew. Taco Bell inspired. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all. Everything that I made will be posted down below. I'll see y'all next week.